Yeah. So this is the new template, which is you can see the floor plans level 1 and level 2, and here also ceiling level 1 and level 2, and also the elevations east, north, south, and the west. These are all the directions that we can see. Okay. So this one, how to save it, because this is the still is a template. Template, it's nothing but RTE format. So yesterday we discussed. So, but this one I need to save into the project name. So project file. So what we are going to do, simple save it. So we have to browse the location. That is it. So I'll keep it the company name. So this is supposed to RP. We are discussing RP class one. Okay. The same thing today we'll continue with the class two. Okay. Direct to the project. Okay. Right. So we saved it, this one. Then close it now. See that this is the closing, and also so you can go ahead actually to simply to close that project. You can use the both one. So close it. So but the environment is still remain, so that therefore you can open it directly here. If you are unable to find, in case this is actually it's around 7 to 8, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Around 10 files are open. Around 10 to 10 plus files are open. Existing files that you can choose it and directly to open from the model view. Otherwise, you can browse it. If you want to open this one, you're coming to over there and open it. So same thing, it's open. See, so this is something to understand in the create a new project and save the project. Okay, create a new model project, and that one we are going to save into the project name, which is the RVT format. Okay, so I just gone through the show the what is the unit system actually. See if I go to this one, see that it's showing the this completely it's an imperial system, 52 feet under 6 inches. For example, I just click it at here. Just leave it. I just want to explain about the unit system. So see the it's my unit system is length units are showing the 52 feet 6 inches. But wrongly I choose it. For example, I wrongly choose it my imperial template, but I have to work in my metric system. But what we can do, we already saved this file, right? We already saved it. So there is a two options actually. So one is the first one. We can directly change the unit system in this format, in this existing the project, the first step. Otherwise, if you have any confusion about this one, directly you have to go there again, create a new one, and go it take it the matrix in metric architecture. See the metric, then okay. Okay, no problem. So in case something happens, so directly you can take from there. That is a lower version actually in the template in the 2018. Okay, so now see that. So let us see the what is a unit system. It's a MM. It's a MM. So directly you can use it, but we already done something. But all the basic setups already done it. So basic setup. But again, we need to go back to take it a new sheet and create the new file and save it. It will take time. It's getting. I mean, even though so it's not good. So that what we are going to do. So we already set up all the things. So everything is set up. So therefore, we saved it also. Therefore, what we need to do, simple, we can modify the unit system. So where it was unit system, there is a manage. See that here. Under the manage, those things we can find, see there is a snapping and the project units. Where it was project units. And we can also use some shortcuts at here. So if I go to the project units, you can therefore you can see the project unit shortcut, UN in the bracket. See that. So if I move to keep it my cursor at here, so we can see the command name and as well as shortcut UN. So if I click this one, there is one dialog box is displayed, and I go for the shortcut UN, the same dialog is displayed. See that I'm using the keyboard. Don't forget, I'm using the keyboard UN. So there is a project units dialog box are displayed, so that therefore you can modify it And for example, see this one, it's a 52 feet 6 inches, right? So how we can change this one? Before changing, I just gone through the snapping. So even though I do one thing, so I have to create another object at here roughly like this, for example. So what I'm going to do, go back to the main page. There is a snapping. So there is a snapping options is available at here. See the endpoint, midpoint. We know very well about the AutoCAD, right? There is a F3 object to snapping. So what is object to snapping? Endpoint, midpoint, I mean the intersection point, midpoint, and center point, tangent point, and and the coordinate point, extension, tangent, so many things, right? So center point, those things you can call as actually object to snaps. And here also there is a excellent options is available in the snapping object to snaps. So what we are going to do, see that, for example, I'm going to start with my wall or something. At least see that there is a midpoint, there is an end point, there is a nearest point. You can also choose the nearest point. So those things, you can operate easily by using snap settings. These are the snap settings. And we can also use the snap settings shortcuts and snap settings. See that, for example, intersection SI and center SC. So those things, it will work. I think it's the end point is SC, midpoint is SM. So those things we can operate by using the, while creating the object, you can use it the shortcuts. And these are the snaps, right? Next level, what we are going to do, I told you, right? This is imperial. By mistakenly, I taken this one feet and inches, but I have to change into metric system, which is the meter or maybe the L. So how we can do this one, simple, you have to go for the units here, click it, or you can also type it the UN. See, and here that you can find the common. So there is a area, cost area, distance, length. These are the things. So two things first. These are actually length units. Distance, so that I'm going to change into millimeter. So decimal, I think I'm going to keep it the 3 decimals actually. So which is the mm. Okay, done. So there is a distance is done. And the length, I'm going to keep it the millimeter. So there is a 3 decimals. Basically in the mm, we are going to using the 3 decimals. In centimeter, go for 2, and meter, go for 2 normally. So why we need to decrease the precisions decimal places, So in the meter, don't keep it the greater than 2 decimals precisions, because sometimes when we do the some design modeling, don't care about that. Modeling can keep it 10 also, no issue. But the thing is, but the problem is while generating the schedules, by the time is difficult actually. But otherwise, it's there is no issue. But I'm talking about the design analysis and design. So make sure you have to keep it the 2 decimals only when you are working in the meters. Okay. So now here the unit symbol, keep it the mm only, and then okay. So now both are changed, but the remaining things is not required at this moment. Just leave it. Later we can change it accordingly. So there is an option here, common, architectural, structural. So there is an common is architectural. There is a structural, electrical, and all the things is available. Then make it okay. Now I'm going to clicking now. So showing the SIDA. So something I think is a 17 or something, 52 something, right? It is around how much? 16,002 mm. This line. I think that before this one actually it is 52 feet 6 inches or something. Roughly it is around 52. So now it's become now 16,002 mm. Okay, this is the way we are going to change. But as for our project, I'm going to keep it my units in the imperial system only. So let us make it undo, or we can also change. But I will recommend to change only, but always undo is not good actually. So therefore, I'm going back to length units, change into inches. Feet, you can keep it this one. It is a 0, or you can also keep it the inches. So inches on this symbol, then okay. So here is a directive showing the kilograms to cubic meter. first we need to change the right? So here inches, okay. So we have to go for the distance. It's a inches, inches. So here I'm not keeping any kind of decimal. So this is the one way. So now we change actually inches which show. Or if you wish to keep the feet, those things you can also feed it, or else you can also make it on these things. See, now it's a 52 feet 6 inches. And so check the units system again. So there is a distance actually feet, and length units are feet and the fractional inches. So this is the perfect setup. So this is the something to understanding the basic concept of how to create a new project, and how to save the file. And when we supposed to start the imperial system template, or maybe the metric system template, in case if you forget to open the wrong one, then how to change into unit system, imperial into metric, and metric into imperial. So those things is successfully done. Now let us move to the project. So this is my project. It's already open. So what I'm going to do, this is an architect, or maybe the roughly I drawn it in the CAD area. So this is I'm going to model in architectural point of view. So that therefore what I'm going to do, see that I'm going to set up my grid system first. So we do one thing, just to hold it, the grid system means a marking. First we have to go for the stories creation, how to create the stories actually. How many stories we need? For example, I will go for the ground plus, which is the shield plus 7 story I'm going to propose. So where we supposed to create the stories actually in the elevation. So that there is elevation. So already is open in the level 1 actually. Don't care about this one, you just forget this one because this is the floor plan. So we have to switch to the either east or north. So but I will recommend to north directions only. You just double click. Now we can see the elevation section, story heights. This is showing the 0 ground level. From ground to it's showing the 10 feet. Okay. So what are the units actually? How we can understand the unit system, So basically the people, if you know very well, okay, for example, see the length units, force units, these are the something, so distance, see that. So for example, 1 meter equal to how many feet? So if you have any confusion, just see that meter, see that 1 feet, see that. So I just type it 1, see that. We just noted this one. So for example, 1 meter, how much actually? 3.28. Roughly you can keep it 281, something like that. Okay. So this is something to understand. So therefore, it's a 10 feet. For example, our story is showing the 10 feet. So therefore, how much actually? See that, something like that. So 3 meter, it's around, it's a 3 meter, this one, it's around 10 feet. Roughly, it's coming actually 10 point something, and it's around 3,000 something. So in case if it is converted into right? So that we have to understand how much, I mean, the one meter equal to how much the feet and how much inches. These conversion must to know. So if you are not much familiar, just gone through the course, everybody, you have the the smartphone, right? Simply you can check it, go to the Google and you can check it to make sure before practicing, we just know what is the conversions of the units. So now see so this is the ground level actually, and this is a 0, and this is the 10 feet. So what is our proposed actually building? Just hold it this one at the beside, so that I need to much space to draw something like here. See that, for example, this is my footing, or maybe I need to draw a number of levels, right? So I just keep it at here. This is my footing. So this is my column. This is my column, for example. So there is a isolated footing, file cap, or whatever it is. There is a something like that. Correct. And this is my top of the. You can call it as a TOF. This one. So then I will let you know. So give me some time. So this is the top of the footing. This is the ground level. So this is the silt. This is the ground. I mean the silt is nothing but car parking. This is actually it's a ground floor, and first story, second story, third story, fourth story, fifth story, sixth story, seventh. So I told you I think G plus 6, right? So which means it's a 7 stories, or maybe they can go for 7 also, no issue. So total is 8 story that we need to do. So therefore, basically, what is this one actually? TOF, top of the footing. This one, okay. This is the top of the footing at here. Now this is the ground level. This is the first level. This is the second level. This is the third level, fourth, fifth, and you can call it as a story also. But normally in India, we are going to speak the stories, stories only. Yeah, it's a stories. So, but in normally in the Western countries, European, I mean the European countries, they call as a rest of the world, they called actually the levels. So first level, if you go for any country, you have to shop somewhere or something to take the dress or buy something, So you have a confusion. You have to ask something. So where it was a men's level, men's showroom, they simply say, okay, take the third level. Third level is third story. So don't confuse me about that. Okay. So like that, so that we can rename it like that. So the fifth level and sixth level, and finally it is a roof, and also there is a parapet or something. That those things we will discuss. These are the main things actually, main levels. Okay, these are the main levels. So now, so these things are now how to create actually. So we are already at the elevation mode. See this is the elevation mode. So before modifying that, I'm going to show one thing at here. So there is a level constraint. So what is a level constraint? So I told you, right, so before start, I mean in the introduction stage, so I mean the BIM is a parametric constraint tools, parametric constraint software, architectural and structural and making. So what is a parametric constraint? This is the level constraint. So for example, see, I just select this one. So there is a constraint is there. For example, I just click it, drag it, this one, see, automatically my grid system is dragging. And again, like that. You can also uncheck this one. So the unlock it and see the individual one. But once we create all the levels, so I need to fetching this one like this. So the move it or drag it something this way, increase or decrease in the something like that. So you can lock it at here. See otherwise you can lock it. Now it's a lock. Then you can use it to drag it to move it to left, either right or left. So because this is what is the purpose. Let me complete the creation of the level. So then I will explain what is the purpose to use this one. So basically, this is the constraint. Level constraint, we can use it to move it here according to our project team. We can set up according to our requirement. So this is the level, and also, for example, what is another level constraint? This is the dimension constraint. See, this is the dimension constraint. For example, this is the 10 feet. So we just come to over there, is double click and keep it the 12 feet. It's over. This is the one thing. Another one, directly can go for the dimension constraint. This is the thing which is we are going to change the height of the level. This is the text, height of the level text, but I'm not changing the height of level text. At this time, I'm using the dimension constraint. So click it this one, simply you can click it at here and keep it the 10 feet again. See that now you adjusted accordingly. So this is the very, very, very good feasibility options in constraint in the BIM area. Okay, so so very nice. So you can easy to user friendly. You can change it to see the 12 feet. There is a 10 feet, something like that. So this is the first to understanding the under the level constraint, which is the how to drag it or how to unlock and how to lock the level constraint, and also how to adjust the distance from the dimension constraint to select, but don't select this one. So if you select this one, this will be go up or maybe they go down. But so this is the fixed, this is the 0, right? So do not change this one. So you have to select the ordering, like alphabetical or maybe the ascending. So 1, 2, 3, 4, like that in the top area. So now, so what I shown that here, this is actually, it's a 0 level, means this is the 0. Ground level means it's a 0. But this one actually, it is a minus 8 feet or minus 6 feet, something like that. So what is a 10 feet means it's at, I mean, the 3 feet, 3 meter, but I need to 2 meter. So that therefore we need to go for the, how much? It's a 6 feet. So you can keep it the level at here, so keep it the 6 feet. So the minus 2 meter something. So minus 2 meter. Sorry, it's a feet, right? So 6 feet like this. So this is a minus because this is the footing level. So this is the footing level. And therefore, the second one, first we have to modify the existing one before creating the new one. Again, I repeat this one. Now this is the 0, this is the 10. But I need the minus 2 meter, right? Which is the, I mean, but we are discussing about the feet, right? So it's a 6 feet or something, right? So we just click it this one and modify 6 feet like that. So this is a 6 feet. Then, so from apart from here, there is a 0, right? So this one you can double click and we keep it the 0. Now see that. Now these two things is a modified. So where it was a level 1 and level 2, level 1 and level 2, it's a modified. Then jump to create a new level section. So like a shield level, ground level, first story, second story, those things we can do one by one. So let us go to the start with to create the levels actually. So story levels, then go to the architecture, there is a level. Again, I repeat you, go to the architectural tab and just click the levels. Under the level, there is a 2 options is there. If you don't have any existing level at here, but whenever you open the new template, make sure you can find the 2 levels compulsory. I mean, definitely you can find the 2 levels. In case by mistakenly, if you're unable to find, if you supposed to open the wrong template, or maybe you don't have the this architectural template, when you are opening you're unable to find this level 1 and level 2, that we have to create the by using the manual. See the distance is showing. For example, I'm talking about this one. There is nothing is there. See, delete. Nothing is there. Delete. So how we can start this one? See that. Go to the level, and you have to anywhere. Don't worry. You have to create the first one. So now it's showing the level. So just expand the. This is the level 1 because we already deleted level 1 and level 2. This is coming to the ascending. First, we have to change this rename. So level 1. So the level. Then after that, as usual, again go to the architectural. Then you have to create the to respect to the constraint. There is a blue line. Don't forget this is the constraint one. So for example, it's a 10 feet. Yeah. So you have to create and also to respect to consider this. It is a level constraint. Don't forget. So what is the purpose to use the this level constraint? You can easy to drag it. See the line constraint useful. But we have already, right? So 2 levels, I just keep it by default. Then how to create the remaining levels? Go to the architectural. There is a level stories, and there is an option. It's a line. Line is nothing but it's a draw manually. Don't forget. Line is nothing but to draw the manually without reference one, level 1 or level 2. In case if you have already level 1 and level 2, no need to write manually. No need to draw the manually. No need to create the manually. And we have a fantastic option, which is the offset method. So this is the offset. Offset is nothing but here is the pick lines. So that pick line means it is an offset method. Simply have to go there, offset, pick lines, and it's showing the offset options here. See that, for example, it's a 10 feet. See the 1. So means it's a G plus 7. 1. So 2. So don't you just remember this one. Make sure, see, do not down this the dashed lines in the bottom, so that it's a duplicate is generating. It's a wrong concept. Where it's very, how you say, it is a blender mistake. So you have to keep your level should be like then only can click 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let me check. So ground level, this one. I mean this is the car parking ground. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. Then after that, so still my command is working. So how to cancel the command? See, still my command is working. So what we are going to do, you just right click 2 times, cancel, or you can escape 2 times, escape. Now the command is cancelled. Now see, nothing is happened. Otherwise, what happened? It's a duplicate continuously generating. It's a wrong concept. Okay, so don't do like this one. So once you take any kind of command, like for example, I need to place a text, or maybe I need to place a model, create a model line, or maybe I need to. So I have to go to filter. Yeah, so there is a level set here. See, I have to create some dimension. I have to create some text or something. So the command is activate. So therefore, what we need to do, escape. See, if I take one command at here, so like architecture wall. So my command is activated at here. See that. Once I escape this one, so now my direction has been changed. For example, let us see. So this is the ground level, right? So I just click it the wall, and my command is now activated to start to create a wall. But still active mode, right? So you just escape or right click, cancel 2 times. That would be better. So 2 times we have to cancel it. So now it's a by default, see the cursor. So this is the way we are going to understanding how to work with the cursors, how to work with the commands, and after creating the object or element, how to cancel the command, and without creating to continue to create the duplicate one. Okay, to stop to create the duplicate one. So this is the something to understanding. But see my level 1, level 2, level 3, it is a bit confusion about the names actually. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to renaming now for my convenience. And if you like, you can also work as sent to me. So otherwise, so you can go ahead level 1, level 2 like that. So this is supposed to, it is a footing level. I'm going to keep it the ordering also 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3. So therefore it comes ordering only. So this is a 0, 1. There is a ground level, or we can keep it to something shield level. Okay, so I'll keep it the ground level. It looks like car parking, and this is a 0, 2 is a first level, 0, 3 second level. And not only for I think we can modify it here, and not only in the elevation level, we can also modify in the floor plan. See the simple right click and go to the rename it. And what was that? Next one is 0, 4, and the next level is the third level. See the third level. You just make it enter. Simple. See like that. But if any confusion, so better to continue here itself. So just come to over there. There is a 0, 5, fourth level. 0, 6, fifth level. 0, 7, sixth level. Make sure save the in between this family. So don't forget, always you have to save every 5 minutes, better to save the project so that don't lose the time and manpower. So 7, sorry, 0, 8, ordering ascending. So 7th level below the roof level, and this is supposed to 0, 9. It's a roof level. And we can also create the parapet level, water tank level, so many things that we will discuss later on. So these are the things actually, say level, see that. And when we create the floor plans, those things automatically fetching into the ceiling levels also. See that automatically. This one, once I modify, once I create this one, the ceiling level also. But how to work with the ceiling, those things to discuss later on. So next, this is the levels actually. So this is the level, and we can see that this is the constraint, level constraint. See that, drag it. and like this. And also see sometimes the people they want to see the both direction of the grid system. I'm talking about this one. See, today I got a one project, so I have to start one by one. So I did a few things, and I have to modify some other things also. So this one, see that this is a big project. So we're talking about the levels, right? So you see here levels. So sometimes the architect people, they keep it the level tags, this A B C D, or maybe the 1 2 3 4. They keep it the both direction here, here A, and here also A. This is the ramp actually. And coming to this one, see the something C, and coming to the straight away to see the C somewhere in here, maybe somewhere. Okay, this is a it's a, I think it's non irregular irregular structure actually. So I have started to design now, and so this is the things actually. So say J, and maybe the this side it may be the J, say L, it may be the L, and this side, so that it's a corresponding the both direction that in the grid bubbles or level bubbles. Okay, so you can also keep it. For example, it's showing the level bubbles at here, right? So you can also place it at here. See that this side. You can also place it this side. See that you can see the both directions. But normally, so I will recommend to do only the one direction. If you wish, according to project or client requirements, so that you can place it both directions also. You can access. So this is the it's understanding the level creation and the level working with the level constraint and level dimensional constraint modification and creation. Okay, so this is the something. So anybody any doubts about this one? So that before it jump to the grid creation. So anybody doubts, please let me know so that I will teach again, no issue. But I will switch into the ground level now. So this is actually our marking location. See the first story. I told you the in the first session, right? So grid means this one. Yes, this is the grid system. Grid, which is we are going to create in the floor plan. Levels elevation we are going to create in levels we are going to create in elevations here. See the cross sections, grid lines, elevations. This is the understanding the level system. Then coming to the here. So what I'm going to proposing, so for example, this is my first grid system. First, this is the A, this is the B. But sometimes, architect sending the file bit labs actually, it's confusing. So that as a structural engineer, that we have to adjust. For example, see, this is not in the same line. It's not in the same line. But what I did as a structural engineer, what I did, these two columns I just flush with this my this wall. So, but my wall is actually yeah, of course, it's exactly flush with my edge of the column actually. So, but these two columns I adjusted. But after completion of the design, while execution time, that you can adjust. There is no issue. But the structural design is we need to keep properly the column. How you say the column actually the orientation and column linear way, we have to keep proper way. So as a convenient to us actually, as convenient to us that we have to keep it properly. So that I adjusted according to my requirements for the design. So this is not much. I think the distance. I think so it's around 3 inches or maybe the 2 to 3 inches. It's not much. I think so. This is the brick. This is the brick, something like that, 9 inches. Just this much of things. Yeah. Just to flush it in here. So that we need to adjust as a structural engineer, that we need to adjust these things actually. So that therefore, what is my alignment? This is my first grid and this is my second grid. So these two columns also align at here, and this is another grid is coming to the center of this column. So therefore, what is the distance in between this A to B, A to B, B to C? This is the A, this is the B, this is the C. It comes. I already customized, already designed, right, so that we can easy to see my picture. See, I think I forgot to share this. Yesterday, I forgot to share this one. Definitely, after finishing this class, these two things I will share it to you, so that we have to practice it without confusion. So that see there is a I have to keep it my grid at here. So that is from 4 feet 5.5 inches from center to, but not in column center to center. So it's a grid to grid. It is a 4,400, which means 14 feet 5 inches. So let us see how to start this one grid system. First, I'm going to generate a grid. So where it was marking, so architectural, there is a grid, and start from there only. See? So 90 degrees should be the constraint. Should we follow the constraint? Constraint means it's a 90 degrees. I mean the blue color. See there is a dashed lines. And if I go for something which align like that, like that, like that, there is no constraint. So what is the constraint? It's the blue lines. See that 90 degrees. So there is a bottom blue line. So this is my first one. Then escape it. Let me see so what is the number here? But according to my architect, there is a B, C, D. So simple, what we are going to do, coming to this one, escape, must escape. Just double click at here, then change into the bubble name. Yeah. Then after that, you can copy, you can create whatever it is. So that I will create first manually architectural grid. So see you can manage the distance. I think 14 feet 5.5 inches. But by using the manual, it is quite bit difficult actually. So to manage the distance actually, see that difficult. So don't care about, you can draw it to follow the constraint. You can draw it somewhere. Don't care. So like this, so you can also follow the constraint at here and escape it, or directly you can also continue. So let us see what is the difference. Excuse. So what is the distance in between the 14 feet 5.5 inches? Okay. See, you just click this one. So therefore you can see this one. You just click it. 14 feet 5.5 inches. See that? Now it's adjusted automatically. So see that 14 feet 5.5 inches, which is similar to here. So this is the way we are going to use it to modify. Otherwise, you can also offset. There is an option is the pick lines. Pick lines. So what is the next dimension? 17 feet 10.5 inches. See take the offset method, which is the pick lines. 17 feet 10.5 inches. See that 10.5 inches. So you just click it at here. So make sure should be the right side of the line. Click it now. Escape. Then you can check it. 14 feet 5.5 inches and 17 feet 10.5 inches, 10.5. So this is something too easy to create. So then I just jump to see my north direction elevations. You can switch to here. See this is the happening. See, this is the happening. These are the grid lines. These are the level lines. You can also adjust this one according to this one. So we adjust, and also these things you can adjust. But let me close it up. We need to create all the things, right? Wait until to adjust this one, so that we have to go back, jump to the again ground level to create the vertical levels also. I mean, vertical grid system also. So this is the X direction is completed. Then we need to go for the Y direction. So the distance and everything is perfect. Then what we are going to do, we need to start with yeah, I have to Yeah, I forgot to. So I have to. I think I have to teach one thing, but I am going to jump to other one. So let us see the. So what I forgot, so we can see the. This is the north direction. This is the ground level. This is the elevation. This is the floor plan. But both I need to see how it's how we supposed to see the two windows, multiple windows. See the simple. You have to go to the keyboard and WT, type it to WT, see that like this, WTW again, so back like this. So what is the WT, what is a TW, that I will teach you, see that. Go to the view, there is a tile view, so the TW, tile view, see that, tile view, tile view, tab view. This is the tile view, means so you can split the windows, and the tab view means you can set the current window. Okay, so this is the something understanding. In case if I go for in the 3D, so those things also we can see 3D, nothing is there here. Okay, so and again I go back to the tile view. So therefore we can see the 3D, we can see the plan view, you can see the elevation as well, or whatever it is, sections. How many views you want to customize to keep in the separately, so those things you can work with. But when we require to keep this kind of views, so we can keep it. Otherwise, while creating the model, we're developing the model. By that time, we need to big window, right? So we have to keep it the single window only. So therefore, I have to go for plan view. See that? So like this. So now I'm going to start with the next grid system. See, for example, see. Sorry. Yeah, here. See the first one is a 13 feet, 12 feet 3 inches. See, I'm start from there only. 12 feet 3 inches. So 12 feet. Anything confused me? No, please check this one. See that this is 12 feet 3 inches. So therefore, first I have to create the one first grid system. Here, see that first grid system. But I just escape it to see this one. So this is goes to the ascending only, A, B, C, D. But we need to start with one, for example. See the one. But as for my this one, see the this is coming from, this is the 9, this is the 1 actually, this is the 1. So if you start from there, then you can keep it the 1. And in case if you start from this bottom of this side, so you can keep it the 9, 8 or something. We can create in any direction, no issue for that. But we started from there only, right? So now from the north, so that therefore this is the 1 only. Then go to the again grid system, then keep it the offset method. So what is offset actually? The second one, it is a 12 feet 3 inches. So see the wrong one. So that I mistakenly so jump to that side. So undo it, or you can move it and rename it. But a better one, better to go for the undo second one. And also you can create the third one also. Don't care, but escape, and you have to select this one and change the dimension. How much? It is a 10 feet 6 inches. 10 feet 6 inches. So you can type it and offset one by one. Otherwise, you just draw it, and after that you can modify one by one. Okay, but sometimes it will come a confusion. Better to go for as a fresh area. You can draw it this way. So that 1 2 is over, and 2 3 is over, and 3 4. It's a 7 feet 3 inches. 7 feet 3 inches. 7 feet 3 inches. I think we need to take the offset, don't forget. Okay. Then the next one, it comes 6 feet 9 inches. So therefore, I don't care about it. So I will go for 7 feet. This one, just 3.5 inches. So don't worry. And this one is 4 feet 11.5 inches. This one also I keep it the 5 feet. So therefore, 7 feet and 5 feet. 7 feet and 5 feet. Yeah. 7 feet and 5 feet is grid number 6 is completed. And after that, then we'll go for 10 feet, 10 feet, 10.5 inches means that I can keep it. This one is 11 feet. Okay, so 11 feet. But overall distance you will adjust in the last dimension, last grid one. And the next one is 11 feet 3 inches. Keep it this one. And I just hold it this one, so escape. So let me check first my dimensions actually. This is the dimension from this point to this point. Okay. From this point to this point. Okay. So see the 32 feet 4 inches. So let me check this first one. Actually, it's my horizontal dimension 32 exactly perfect. So whatever the internal dimension is, so like 14 feet 5 inches, don't care. You can also put it the 14 feet 4 inches or 6 inches. But the overall distance must be the equal. So therefore, here so total distance is 74 feet 4 inches. So it's my one. It's a 64 feet 9 inches. How much is left actually? I think 64 means 74 means 10 feet. 4 inches means I think is 8 inches, right? Means 9 plus 4, it's a 12. I mean, the 3 is a 12. So I think 10 feet 7 inches, I think, right? So therefore, in case if it is wrong, no worry that we can adjust accordingly. See, so again, I have to go to the grid system and offset and keep it the last one. It's a 10 feet 10.5 inches, right? So 10 feet. I let us see like this. But I will check it in overall dimensions at here again. Take this one from this point to this point. Yeah, I think it's a 1 feet is more, I think so. 75, actually it's a 74, right? 74, so that I think it's a 9 feet, this one. 9 feet, sorry. 74 feet, 4 inches overall. What is right? 74 feet, 4 inches. Yeah, perfect. I think my typing mistake. See the 74 feet 4 inches. So then let us see the here 74 feet 4 inches. So perfect. So now what is the distance in between this one and that we have to cross check. Sometimes maybe that we type it. I mean the typing mistake. So those things we need to check. For example, so what was this one? 9 feet 7 inches. But what about this one? I think this is the dimension is not correct. 11 feet 2 inches. This is the 11 feet only. Second one, 11 feet only. Yeah, it's only the 1 feet or something like that, 9 feet 7 inches. So overall distance that we need to adjust it. In case, let me check this one. 5 feet, 7 feet, 7 feet 9 inches. Where it is, I think so maybe here is the problem. This is the 7 feet. Yeah, 12 feet 3 inches, 10 feet 6 inches. This is perfect. And I think here is something wrong. 7 feet 3 inches, right? Yeah, see here. So that gap, so I think 7 feet 3 inches means we have to move it and that things in the 6 inches, I think. So what we are going to do, the last one, we have to move it. We have to move comments. I think so those things will teach you next class. So 6 inches. I'm sorry. 6 inches. Like this. Move it. So therefore, what is the distance actually, final distance? 74 10 inches because this should be 8 feet, right? So that 7 feet 3 inches means. So here it's a 10 inches, right? So we need 4 inches only. So 6 inches we need to shift to that side, right? Move that side. 6 inches. That's perfect. Now 74, 4 inches. Now, so overall distance is perfect. So just take out, or we can keep it the dimensions also. So then after that, we need to adjust the this one. It's a grid constraints. See that? So select this one. You can keep it nicely. So see that normally when you are working in the AutoCAD, Revit, or any kind of software, so the presentation and the makeup are management, drawing management most important. So that we have to keep it the nice, perfect alignment. So when we submit the drawing, so the authorities or some other people see they they must impress your drawing. They must impress. They much impress your working capabilities. So that therefore we have to adjust this all the things perfectly to close to the grid level. See that? Yes. So finally, what we need to do, so these things we can zoom it right click and zoom to fit. Now see the perfect alignment. See the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. And this is I'm going to saving now. So this is the grid system. Then again, we can also change the scale factor at here. So the grids bubbles and this icons is showing the bigger, right? So you can just come to over the scale factor. This is a 1 by 8 inches equal to 1 feet. So that therefore I'm changing into 1 by 4. See that? Now it's a better and a very nice presentation, and that you can change. And go to the north direction. See the now the grid system is came at here, but this is all the things is very big. So that therefore we need to adjust our level constraint also. See that? So we have to move this one. Don't change this grid system. So these are the grids A, B, C. Or you just jump to the south. There is a not a south actually, so it's a east. If you go to the east, that you can see the 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the things we need to adjust. Like see, this is the perfect presentation. So like that, zoom to it. And back to the north direction, and that you have to keep it the. So that you have to keep it the adjust the accordingly to the like this, and this one also. This is a good presentation adjustment. Okay. Then after that, right click and zoom to fit. So these are the things actually. So to understanding the adjust the constraints, level constraint, grid constraints, and then again I jump to the grid. So give a moment. I need to take some water. Thank you. So this is the understanding the. So this is the understanding to create the levels, and this is the to create the grid system according to the live project. So this is something. Okay. So internal dimension, don't care about that. Anyway, you have to follow the exterior dimensions. It means edge to edge, boundary to boundary, that we need to follow actually, or column center to column center, that we need to follow. So this is the today's session, and so we'll go for tomorrow with column creation, the foundation creation, and the wall creation, masonry things creation. So we'll go for one by one. So any questions, please? If you have any difficulties installation and working
Hello?
with the.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Hello, sir.
So what are those 4 marks that is coming, that surrounding that 4 marks is there? arrow marks.
Yeah. This is already explained. Okay, you're talking about this one, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is actually north direction. See, for example, we are going to switching the north direction to click under the elevation, right? So you can also direct to click to switching there only. See the, for example, you just clicking and you can see the north direction. And you just click the east elevation, just click it at here. You can also switch direct to the east elevation. Okay. So instead of to switching from the elevation, you can also click it at here. Simply you can click it and open with the new elevation. This is the something to, this is the north and this is the south and this is the east, this is the west. Okay. Next.
Okay.
Next, please.
Hello, sir.
Yes, please.
Sir, suppose I have started working in template, but in between I want to know that I am working in which template. So how can I know?
Yeah, so basically the templates is three types: architectural template, structural template, and MEP templates. But the format file types is the same. There is no change about the template types. Template types means, so for example, we are going to taking the ice cream. Ice cream is the ice cream. There is no change, but only the flavor is changing, right? So flavor is changing. The same thing, file types will not change, like RT, RFT, RVT. These things are actually the file extension, which is the file types will not change. But only thing is which file, which stream you are supposed to working. Means if you want to start with the art, you start with the architectural project, that you have to go to the new, choose the architectural template. See,
Hello, sir.
yes.
Sir, in my architecture templates, there is no Jernic wall, sir. Then what should I do, sir?
You are unable to find which one?
Jernic wall, sir. In
Generic
architect,
wall. You have to actually, the problem is, when you are installing, I will recommend to all, so please to be listen, and all people, when you are installing the software, Revit software, we have to connect the internet. So when you are when you connect the internet while installing, so these are all the templates, libraries automatically set up on your directory. In case if you're unable to find, take the help from someone, your friends or something, and you can copy paste it in this location. These are the templates. See, if you're unable to get it this one, then I will share it to you. So no worry about that. So I will share it to the templates also. So
can you share this, sir, on the team, sir?
Which one?
Can you share these templates, our family, sir, on the team?
Okay, no problem. I will share it to. I will, even though we have this exercise also, right? So I will share with the exercises these templates also. Okay, no problem. I will share it with you. And the next one, I think you have to copy paste it inside the folder. Simple. Go ahead it here, and there is a program data architectural from the Autodesk, and there is a Revit. See the, and there is a templates. Simple. There is a two types actually. By default, it's showing the generic. But when we're connecting the internet while installing, so this one automatically switching it here. I mean, the sit it inside the folder. So in case if you miss out, I will share it to you over there. You just copy paste. The next one, please. So, and I just highlighted one thing. Every day we have the 10 minutes doubt session before start the class actually. So for example, you are supposed to practicing today. Today maybe your convenient time, maybe your night time or after class. So whatever the doubts, you can write it on paper. And once we connect, and by tomorrow, I mean the morning, tomorrow, the first 10 minutes we will go for the doubt session. After that, we will continue the class. that could be helpful to you to, in case if you facing any kind of problems or something doubts, that I will clarify. Then after that, we'll go for the next level. Okay. So again, I requesting that, therefore I requesting to again. So please to be connect sharp by 3 o'clock. I will be sharp to connect to 10 to 3. So 2:50, around 2:55. So you have to connect sharp 3 o'clock. Therefore, we'll go for the doubt session 3 to 3:10, around 10 minutes. Then after that, we can start the class 3:10 to around 3:10 to 4:10 or 4:15, 4:30, no problem. So 1 hour, solid 1 hour, I will teach.
Sir,
Yes.
hello.
Please. Yes, yes.
Sir, can I ask doubts related to MEP topic, sir?
Yeah, that is later on, I think, later on. But I will explain, but the topic is diverting actually. So I think the next level, I'll teach you the MVP also in the structure also. In case if you any urgently, so please, what is the doubt actually? I will explain only, but I will not show the how to do the concept actually. What is the doubt? Please tell me. Normally, we'll start at the architectural masonry concept actually. So then after that, we'll go for the structural. Then after that, MVP. Yeah, please, next one. Okay, so no issue. Then you can write it and ask by tomorrow. No, no problem. So today I'm going to closing. So shall I close now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please. Thank you. So see you tomorrow. Please to be connect sharp time. So please follow the time schedule. So because we have the short time only, I have to connect the sharp by, again, I have the another schedule. So I can't spend continue the class. That is the thing actually. I will continue 4:20 up to 4:25 in case if you have a doubts, no bother about it, but I have to connect by 4:30 to other classes. Okay. So please to be mind, please connect sharp by before 3 o'clock. That would be better. Okay. Okay. Thank you. See you tomorrow.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.